What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about the best way to level up fast in Madden 25 Ultimate Team, Glitchy level up method. We're going to be leveling up fast. I'm going to be showing you guys right now what EA Sports does at the end of every season usually is they give everyone a chance to kind of get boosted levels. If you're familiar with the Field Pass, they do that because they get a lot of engagement, and they're able to probably do a lot of stuff by showing people that people are actually engaging with the game. So because of that, a lot of you guys that are just getting into it, it becomes a little confusing, and I get that, and that's why I try to simplify it for you guys. So we're gonna just jump right into it, right? For a limited time, which is like another 3 days, you're gonna get boosted XP, so you cannot miss a day. I understand, usually it's like, I'll get to that. They don't have the consecutive day stuff anymore, so you get kind of lazy with it. But if you want to max out, you're gonna have to do this for the next 3 days to get all of this XP. Number one, right, with the milestones, if you have not completed everything, then you might have to get it done. You can see that I did not do everything, right? But I still maxed out the level. And although yesterday EA Sports told us in the top left, if you guys watched the video, like this video if you watched the previous video, but it showed us the number 50. Okay, and what that did for us is we really thought, we were like, level 50, but bro, it says right here that level 50 is checked off. If you look at the bottom right there below the defensive fantasy pack, level 50, but it only goes to 45. So I don't know exactly what their plan was with that, but it doesn't matter at this point. When you get to level 45, it's going to give you that icon that says the max level is reached. So it's a visual bug that when you first go into it, it shows you, that it's level 50. Look, it tends to glitch out in the game a lot, but that doesn't have anything to do with the fact that 45 is the max level. All right, so what I need everybody to do is you're gonna focus in on milestones. If all your milestones are not completed, then pretty much get those done. And remember, make sure you take a look at where it tracks. Some things track in any mode, like this one right here where it says it under it, and then some things are only in head-to-head, solo seasons, solo battles, things like that. Okay, so these are just some of the things that you have to know if you're going to be maxing out your level within the next 3 days. Again, with the rewards, if you did the premium field pass, I'm going to show you guys some of the items that you get. If you did do it, okay, you did receive a lot of other stuff that is going to end up helping you in season 4, and I'm going to show you guys about it in a second. But the milestones and the boosted XP is huge right now. As far as programs go, you may have missed out on previous programs, but whatever is there right now, you're gonna wanna make sure that it's done. All right, it doesn't really matter, okay? Again, if you've already maxed out, write max in the comments so I know what's going on. If you've already maxed out. If not, let me know how close you are and if you are going to get to the maximum level. Now, the next thing about it, right, once you start to understand the way that the Field Pass works and the premium and stuff like that, because this was the first season that they introduced the premium Field Pass, where you get the bonus rewards. So the one thing that I'll remind you of, they're probably going to be a little bit more consistent with releasing the content because they want you to spend $15 every single season. All right, it's probably going to go up in price. It's EA Sports. It's most likely going to happen. But again, with what you actually get, it does make sense to do it. If you're a no money spent player, it's fine. You just won't get the bonus stuff with the crowns. Like that's ultimately what, with each thing, you just won't get the crown stuff. Now, $15 over a month, EA Sports is looking at it per person, so it works out for them very, very, very well for the amount of people that play Ultimate Team. For you and I, it might be a little bit different based on, your situation. So I'm not saying that you have to do it. I'm just letting you guys know if you're going to continue to play the game throughout, it is beneficial. That's all I can tell you. So you can just go through it yourself, look at the crowns, and those are all the additional things that you get. Now, as far as some of the strategy cards and the specific items that you get, I did make additional coins from it. Like I did get I think 75k from one of the strategy cards, the new one where it was +4 press. All the stuff that doesn't really matter, a lot of people, they'll spend money on it. It just depends on, what you're doing and how it's working out for you at the time. So I want to show you guys this though, the Epic Strategy Item Fantasy Pack, because this is the last part of the actual level up for this season. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take a look at it. We're going to go over that and we're going to go ahead and decide, does it actually make sense to engage with it that much? If you are not close to getting it done, then you're going to ask me probably, yo, G, is it worth it? let's take a look at what this reward is. Because typically what they've done is they've always made it worth your while. But what they seem to do is at the end of the game, that's when the rewards get OP. We got like 4 golden tickets for free, all that stuff. As of right now though, these have been really trash. Like that's the one that I got before, but you get 2 of them if you have the premium pass. So that's probably going to be more or less one of the more expensive ones, and that's ultimately it. One of the things that I'm going to also explain to you guys is if you don't see throw power on the QB cards, don't get them. Doesn't make sense. Awareness, +1 awareness, really EA? We know as Madden veterans that means nothing, the +1. We know about the throw under pressure, it means nothing. All of the other stuff that they're doing, it actually means nothing. As far as the receivers go, same thing, release and deep route run. All the days of that actually mattering, it's over. Like it doesn't really matter. None of this really does anything. The pass rushing, all these other things that they do. That's why I was amazed that somebody actually bought my +4 press for that much coin. Because if you think about it, other than the visual aspect of it, by seeing that your players go up in overall because you're adding one specific thing, it doesn't really impact the game. And that's changed over time because at one point, these things actually did affect the game. And then EA just said, you know what? We'll just give them random cards and see what they do. They don't know what they're doing anyway. And that's ultimately what has happened with the game itself. So I want you guys to understand, I'm simply going to get this again because I knew the last time I got it, it was going for a decent amount of coins. Now, the prices are going to vary and things like that, it's going to go down. Like somebody just bought it for 47. It was selling for as high as 90 to 100K. Now it's all the way down to that. But again, these are things that you get from the field pass when you go through it that it's just additional coins. There's a lot of things that you get that just, if you know what you're doing, it turns into coins. So as you grind the game, it's very important to understand what is the benefit of it. Completing these tasks, checking into the store every day and making sure that you got, your 1 cent card. These things don't stay there. So if you don't log in and go and get that 1 cent card that sometimes turns out to be something really good, you just end up not, taking advantage of it. And remember, this is usually free training. And I want to point out that sometimes that card gets glitched. In fact, it got glitched so much earlier in the year that we got free boom players because we just kept on reloading it until people, ultimately got back to EA and they knew and they took it down. So just checking in the store every day to see what's going on, that's also a huge part of leveling up because you're going to get content that's possibly going to enhance your squad without spending money, or the 1 cent, if you consider it like that. Now, as Season 3 winds down, okay, and we're heading into Season 4, if you did not complete, if you're one of those guys like, I didn't get to complete it or whatever like that, you can just go through and see what's going on. Like match training, it doesn't matter. This one matters a little bit simply because of the fact that 1,200 tickets, we're going to turn that into something that's going to benefit us next year. So that's going to be huge, okay? It's going to absolutely be huge. I'm going to tell you this right now, regardless of what goes on, having those tickets to start the new season, we've seen the benefit. Although you cannot max out the player, because they wait to put it in the store or in the field pass, and you can't get to it until a certain amount of time. But having those tickets is very important. So I have all that stuff. The issue is this though, what are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to open it now? Do you want to open it later? Listen, this is the point of order, right? If you don't need it, don't open it. Because what happens is a lot of stuff gets glitched out and it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. And then if you've already done it, you can't do anything about it. So this right here, I know I have 1,200 tickets. It doesn't really matter. The 91 overall upgrade token is kind of weird too. But the more that I think about it, guys, I think we probably should take the 1,200 tickets now. And I'm going to tell you why. The 91 card, it is a chance that EA may try to screw us over because that's just what they do. So we're going to take the tickets now. Just in case something gets crazy and we don't know what's going on, let's just take the tickets right now. Let's just leave it. Some of you guys might say, gee, there's a chance that it might glitch out and turn into Season 4. Not likely. Not likely. Okay? So those things like going through the field pass, getting those type of bonuses, all it does is prepare you for the next season. And that's a very important part of everything that we're doing because we always want the head start. We're Madden players. We want to get the head start. So Unstoppable, Most Feared, those things should be completed and maxed out. As we wait for the new season reveals and stuff like that, you also have to be aware that Team Diamonds are dropping. And I'm going to be giving you guys some insight into that as well to get you guys prepared. But to give you guys a sneak peek, Whatever you have in your binder, especially lower level elites, don't sell them. They're gonna become very, very valuable in another couple days. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.